Hello everyone, my name is Taylor and I am a 24-year-old trans man. And I have been wanting to make a YouTube channel for a while now. And when I say a while, I mean a while now. But now I have been able to save up money to buy some decent equipment. That way I have good video and good lighting and good audio. And I was able to manage to pull off a studio set for about hold on. I don't know why I was trying to say seven. It was $300 for everything that I got. I simply just started off with getting a lavalier microphone, which I have plugged in currently to my phone. I have an iPhone XR, so I just had to get an adapter and plugged it in. And then I have lights, and then I am using my phone as a camera, and I bought a foldable table from Costco, and that was $50. So $300 was able to get me enough money to buy a basic YouTube set, and I was able to set it up, and it's been the best feeling ever. However, this video is not necessarily about the techs of the YouTube equipment. That can be a whole different video if you're interested. But yeah, this video in particular is going to be just a little introduction video to tell you who I am as a person and to shine a little bit more light into the situation. So let's get started, shall we? I haven't been on testosterone a very long time. I started testosterone in about June of 2020, which seems like forever ago, but it's only been like not even a year ago. And so I started testosterone in June of 2020. I had been identifying as a trans man already now for a couple years prior to this point, but I didn't necessarily think that I needed hormones or that I was able to get hormones because I kept trying and I kept getting rejected by physicians telling me that their religious beliefs conflicted with their ability to give me testosterone, which honestly irks my mind because, like, why should it be allowed that someone's personal beliefs be the reason why I can't get a hormone to transition to something that I've always felt like I've been my entire life? It makes no sense to me. So I waited for a couple years in order to start hormones, and then I found this really cool app called Plume. Plume is an app that makes getting your health care as a trans person so much easier. It's $90 a month, I believe, but this gives you direct access to physicians, to people that will like guide you step by step through this whole process. And it makes getting your hormones so much easier. If you need it refilled, all you have to do is like send a text to your physician saying that you need them refilled, and if they need to be refilled, then your prescription gets refilled the same day, most likely. And in some areas of the country, apparently there is delivery too. So if you want delivery in some cities, you might actually be able to get your hormones delivered right to your door without having to leave your house to actually go get your hormones. Wow. I wish we had that here, but I live in such a small town. I have to drive like 20 minutes to be able to go get my hormones. But honestly, like usually I get them same day. No hassles. There's no wait list, no anything. You literally can get your hormones from like this moment you sign up on the app to like after your phone call with your physician within a matter of days, which I think is really cool. Because usually if you do this in a regular physician's office, that process could be a lot longer than just the little bit time period, a day to like 3 days at most. And honestly, ever since I found this app, it's been like revolutionary. Because like it makes it so much easier in order to get my hormones just delivered right to me when I need them the most. And honestly, like that affirms my gender so much, and I'm so happy that I have found them. And now I'm basically giving them a plug, but honestly, it's fine because like they're just a great company overall, and I have pleasant experience working with them, 100%. But yeah, so back to my story a little bit before we get too sidetracked. Before I had come out as a trans man, I was still like on the fence about it for a while. I actually came to terms with it when I was 18, 19 roughly. But I was able to, I had always recognized with the LGBT community, even when I was like female, like in a female body and expressing myself like that, I never felt comfortable in my own skin, but I always had identified in the LGBT community. And then as soon as I came out as a trans man, it all made sense, and it was so much easier, so much better. And best decision I've ever made was to just live my authentic self. But I know that it's not easy for everyone to like go through the same process, and some people aren't as privileged to be able to access for hormones, or they don't have the ability to start because of their family or religious beliefs or whatever. And I think that everyone should at least be able to be who they want to be, and no matter what you identify as, I think it's important to always just be true to who you are as a person, because we only have one life. And why would you want to not be who you want to be and live the life that you want to live? It made no sense to me. So I've always just tried my best to be myself authentic. That's a hard word to say. Authentically. Even if I stutter, or if I'm a goofball, it's fine. But I'm always going to be, or at least try to be myself no matter what. Because I don't believe in doing it any other way. There is no choice in the matter. But I do think that if you are starting to transition as a female to male, because I don't know the other side of what a male to female would encounter, so we're going to keep it on the side of female to male. If you are starting to transition as a female to male, first thing I would probably tell you to do is to really think about what you want and what you want to do. Because if you are trans, you don't need to get hormones, you don't need to get surgery, you don't need any of that to affirm who you are. You can be a trans man without having surgery, without having hormones. You can be just like, you can live in the body that you were given and present yourself in the way that you choose, because it's all up to you at the end of the day, and that's all that matters. The surgery and the hormones, they're just things that like ease the dysphoria. But if you don't have any dysphoria, or you may want hormones and not want surgery, or vice versa, like honestly, do whatever makes you feel comfortable, because it's your life, no one else's. No one else can tell you what to do. Only you can do what you want to do. And if you do want to start testosterone, there's many ways actually to start testosterone. It's not just, you don't have to take a needle to yourself. There's gels, there's patches, there's injections, and there's a few others I've heard about just taking testosterone. The reason why I personally chose injections was because I just couldn't risk the fact of gel or patch and using it, because I have such sensitive skin. So I wanted to be able to get testosterone without the risk that it might send me into an allergic reaction. And honestly, it's not even that difficult. I do it once a week, same day every week. And at this point, it takes me like a minute to do without any problems whatsoever. When I first started, however, that was not the case, but it's normal to get nervous about the needle, because you are stabbing yourself with a needle and giving yourself a shot each week. but it gets a lot easier as you do it more often. But your first couple times, it's recommended that you have someone there to help you, because you're nervous and you want to make sure you don't get air bubbles, because air bubbles are very lethal and you don't ever want to get an air bubble, and you want to be able to get as many of those out as you can. So it's recommended that you have another person help you with your first shot. And it's also just give yourself some time to get used to it, because it will be daunting the first couple times you do it. But it will get easier, I will promise you that. And honestly, it's the best thing that you could ever do for yourself if you wanted to go that route. I have had a couple friends who do the gel. They put it on, I think they put it on their shoulders like 1 or 2 times a day, and they do that, but it is more costly than the injections themselves. So if you are trying to be on a budget, I feel like the injections are your way to go. But if you don't like needles, you should maybe go the patch or the gel way to go. It all depends on who you are as a person. Alright, and then let's also, I think the final topic we'll go over would probably be the effects of testosterone. Some of the few beginning effects you can see in the beginning: voice changes, hair growth, and appetite changes, because your body is changing. It usually takes 30 to 60 days for you to see some effects, but they're going to be small and they build up over time. So if you don't see effects right away, don't get discouraged. Just constantly just keep going with it, and then over time it should get better 100%. Alright, thank you for watching. Hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell up top. That way you can be notified anytime I post a video. And thank you for watching my first ever YouTube video. I appreciate it. Alright, peace.